All right, let's do the thing. We're back on the Manus Noble channel playing a little bit of a donation deck here from the one and only Dr. Combo. This is Esper Mentor, with some new additions on Otherworldly Gaze, as seen in Blue-Red Murktide Phoenix, or Jeskai Murktide Phoenix, with Ox of Agonis, as designed and played well by the one and only Cave Dan MTG. So this allows us to have a lot of card selection, but also to get cards in our graveyard so that we can use Unearth to get back cards like Monastery Mentor, Lurrus the Dream Den, or even Emry in the early to mid game. And then we've got a lot of just like cheap interaction and artifacts that allow us to pump out a large number of tokens with Monastery Mentor. So just like a synergy deck, the highly synergistic deck in the main deck that is an Urza Saga deck, with disruption coming mostly from the artifacts and the prismatic endings. And then we've got a lot more interaction we can bring in the sideboard in the form of Thoughtseize Fatal Push, Nihil Spellbomb, Engineered Explosives, Fairy, Time Raveler if we need that, and of course Erayo, Soratami Ascendant. So we have all the tools in the main deck necessary for Erayo to flip, especially Repeal and 0 mana cards. So that combination is well understood, well known, and well explored by myself and the Doctor. So it's in the sideboard here, which I'm not a strong supporter of, but Jiggy tells me it has not been going well for him. Even though the last time I played Erayo in a blue-green shell with Hullbreaker and Kinnan, it went very, very well for me. It's possible there's just a large number of the best decks that are just going to have no problem dismantling you despite your flipped Erayo. That was my hypothesis before, and apparently it's supported by Jiggy's current experience. My Kinnan videos were amazing. Well, thank you. Yeah, I don't think he's worth playing, but I mean, I have a lot of experience, so I definitely can make Kinnan look pretty good. But the most important thing was like what I learned from playing those decks was like, for example, Sai is way better in Modern right now than I thought it would be. Sai is really shockingly good. Okay. So this hand is kind of awful. Opponent on no companion. Interaction, get to this Lurrus. I have 4 Mishra's Bauble, and I have enough mana to be getting on with. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I'm sure Jiggy would tell me I have to mull for something more aggressive. The fact that none of these lands is a Saga is like obviously not great, but blind name Tarn. So I've been in the habit of blind naming Belcher, although obviously it won't be blind. Omelette? Okay, so we're gonna name well, we're gonna remove the omelet is what we're gonna do, and then we're probably naming Teleria West. Slayer Stronghold. I'm a bigger fan of Teleria West. But I mean, you could talk me in anything. Color requirements, having just a plains here is totally fine. We've got the blue black, and then we've got Lurrus. Hello. Get him. Yikes. So if I want to, I can Needle now. Boosh. The question is, do I? If I do, I think I'm naming like Expedition Map, so that they can't get a map with their Saga, because I think they need more lands. I don't really think an Amulet on this board is going to be good enough. So they have 3, and then If they get an amulet and they have a Karoo in hand, that's 5, which is, you know, not enough, and they're getting Stone Rained. I think I'm going to go ahead and Needle Expedition, Matt. Someone could tell me this is wrong, but I think it's correct. Flipped over Shadowspear. Not quite what I was looking for, but I'll take it. Yeah, sorry, Toboggan. It's a long-running bit here, based on... fuck off. Oh my god. Based on Saffron Olive, who would say amulet on a bunch of videos a couple years back. Yeah. No. Okay, cool. This is actually an okay matchup for Erayo, just because they have so little interaction. And then Thoughtseize. That's way too slow. They're not going to be killing much, so definitely trim down on Unearth. Don't need that in the main deck. Shadowspear is probably okay. We're on 61 cards, so I think this is okay. Yeah, no, so it's just Saffron Olive with an amazing mispronunciation. I mean, I Spike's a close second. Well, Spike's just from the American South. Like, to be fair, deluge is not a very common word, nor is grandeur. That was the one that came up today. He just kept saying grander. Jengantha. I think it's Jengantha. Jengantha is another pretty common one. He's not the only person. There were multiple other people I remember who would always say Jengantha. They just couldn't get the N in the right place, and I there's no good explanation for it. Like, all right, we have a quick Erayo flip, assuming I can find one. In Gaze we trust? Yeah, I think so. So we'll crack Delta on one for an island, and then sure. I mean, we could do that, Toboggan, but I mean, I'm good at it, so I don't really think that ship is going to change anything. Like Asmorana, Martika Dyson, and Coolakar. I mean, you just learn it slow. Like, so I swear that these people have never studied music. So I want Thoughtseize in hand. I think everything else goes in the graveyard, which sucks. Is it deist like dice or deist like deist? So what I did is I found a video of God. It's not. Is it Ethan Fleischer who was saying it years ago for like a promotional thing, or he had like a tweet a couple years ago where he was talking about the unfeasibility of making a card for Asmorana, Marika Dyson, and Cooltakar, because of course that card is there. That name has been in Magic literally since Alpha. On the card Stone Gargoyle. So there was a pronunciation from an authority available. So I just went and found that, broke it down syllable by syllable. So it was as more and o mar dick die stin cool da car. I wrote it out, and then I just went through it like a couple times a day. It's like it just didn't didn't take long to do it. So I could have upkeep the gaze there, but if I like depending on what I set up to draw, it just doesn't help me. So I think I'm end stepping a gaze, and we'll needle, yeah, this time Slayers. Right? Like I could name the Saga if I'm worried about artifact beatdown, but I'm really not. Is it Slayers is this? Yeah. Oh, fuck. It'll be fine. They'll play the Bog, right? Yeah, Slayers is a stronghold. Much like Inventor's Fair. Yeah, like clearly I should have kept the EEs in, right? But I didn't. The problem is they're going to be able to get Cavern if they want it, but yeah. It's a pretty good draw, huh? I could have grabbed the Mentor before I... Yep, that's on me. That's on me. It's on me, folks. It's on me. Wait, what? What? Oh, it's on the stack. Sorry. That's rough. I mean, it's one token. Like, it, I know it's the first token, and theoretically the first token's the best token, but like, not really. I'm not really fussed about it at the end of the day. Yeah, I missequenced this, so I should have one monk here. If this game goes badly, the one monk is not going to matter at all. If the game goes well, we'll see. It might matter. And of course, this is going to be a wonderful hindsight 2020 matchup where everyone gets to needle me on the fact that I chose to needle Slayer Stronghold rather than Urza Saga. Yeah, I mean, Titan's just like not gonna be a good matchup for this deck anyway. Like we're like if we were playing some kind of combo kill, maybe, but we're just trying to be fair, and that's just not gonna work here. Yeah, a triple Saga, and they top decked a second amulet. They only had one in their opener, and they natty drew the Bajuka Bog. That said, Repeal's not a bad draw here. I can't cast it and Lurrus this turn, but just take it. Oh, that's fine. I maybe was even worth cycling on Earth there. I don't know. Oh, what did they put in their hand? I didn't even pay attention because I figured I was so dead. Yeah, Cavern. Well, if they have to Elf. Oh, the hell? What is that doing in your deck? That's a very good draw. As is that. I probably should have had I should have played out one of the baubles first and gotten it into the graveyard, because right now I can't. I could have cast it out of the graveyard there. Theoretically they won't have any removal, but if they did, that was a missequence. Pact on top. Well, the Pact will get countered. Pact I can counter. Top of my deck? Marsh Flats, okay. I don't know. Let's get smashy. No Pipoloni attack? Yeah, just smash. They could double block here to kill my monk token. Yeah, I know, Jig, but it's like it would be lethal on deck, but they have a chump blocker anyway. So basically, like, we're at a point where I'm gonna have lethal next turn anyhow. So I really don't think it matters much. Like, almost the exact same situation would happen here, right? Even if they were a little lower, it wouldn't matter. But I mean, I was supposed to fire up the second bauble on their draw step, but it's just gonna come down to, like, can they pop off this turn or not? Like, the Reclaimer's obviously a little bit scary, but this is bricking them a little bit. They have more than enough mana to Titan or whatever they want to do here, but they have to be able to punch through the Erayo's Essence first. They're going to double Pact. So now they can play the Growth Chamber. 6, 7, 8. It's not enough yet. They need one more to Titan me here. Because we know they have a Pact in hand. So they could get the second Pact off the Teleria West. So the first one gets eaten by the Erayo's Essence. The second one will get through, but they don't have enough. Don't have enough mana. With double Omelet in play, if they can get Azusa or Grazer or Dryad, like, they'd be able to be okay there. But the Titan can't attack unless they have a way through the Slayer Stronghold, or unless they're playing the other card. EE. Brutal. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. We're still attacking them for 5 and getting plenty of wild use. It does not kill Erayo, if anyone's curious. Relic? Sure. We could actually win here, right? In theory. Ooh, not a good draw. Yeah, we won't win here, but their top card was Relic. So, Bauble myself. Do not want that card. So I could play the second Mentor. Woo! I put them to 3. They're drawing Relic, which is not super helpful. They can... Oh! Huh. Got him. Whew! Okay, I'm going to shave around the edges to get some of these EEs in. Yeah. Unlike members of Spike's chat and other human beings, I am neither convinced or unconvinced about Otherworldly Gaze in this deck. It definitely feels like it's like doing stuff. Like from this side of the table, it feels very, very different from I think how people see it on the other side. If they mulligan, I might keep this. They did not. Okay, definitely not. All right, this is turn 2 Emry potentially. I'm gonna keep it, but it's not great. Yeah, this is keep and pray. Yeah. And this whole deck is like that's where we're at, right? And they're playing multiple reclaimers, aren't they? God damn. Whew. All right, good draw. Let's do this into that card. I mean, I don't need to cast the spell now. So let's not. So as soon as this land comes down, theoretically they have instant speed bog from here on out, which is a pain in the ass, but in theory they're not playing Stacy anymore, Sakura Tribe Scout. So I don't think they play Reclaimer and Scout. So just have to be careful about what I put in the graveyard and how. Put Emry in there, put the Marsh Flats in there. Okay. And draw Mox Amber. Well, you don't know what. So now I can play Emry and bounce their Reclaimer this turn. Feels pretty good. He's like a partial pog, you know, like 80% pog. We lost one of our Lurrus CCs. So let's see what they grab here. Of course, they bog right away. It's very aggressive, considering that's like what do you want to call it? Like a limited resource for them. Yes. Well, you don't know what. Summer's Pact. Okay. Hey, how's it going, Drek 500? That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Ooh, what? That's my favorite. Formula One, NASCAR. That's my favorite NASCAR event. I love the Drek 500. Well, that was annoying and unexpected. All right, so Thoughtseize into Needle, I guess. You might just Mentor pass. Oh, I hate that. No, that's death. You're wishing for death, sir. No shot. No. Mentor pass is how you die. So they have a total of 5 mana available right now. So we would have lived. I mean, sure, but you're still wishing for death. What does this do? So I just take the pact and needle the reclaimers. Then they're a bit stuck. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you, Jiggy, that I didn't take a cowardly line there, but like, that's who you hired to play your deck, sir. That's who you hired to play your deck. I'm not apologizing. I'm aware of that, but that doesn't mean like a conservative choice won't sometimes win you games. Like, I'm sure I could go ahead and like hindsight 2020 you on a bunch of plays you make, but I don't normally do that because I know that's not how Magic works. I'm just saying, like, you could do that to any you more more to little shit. I love that boy, but he's different. He's a bit different. He just made different, you know. So yeah, just pass here. It's fine. I have a reasonable beatdown plant coming soon. The reason I'm not casting Erayo, that's awesome for us. The reason I'm not casting Erayo is a spell that helps flip Erayo. So, in theory, you want to keep that. Oh, no, 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 you did not. Oh, no, it's Colossus, right? Oh, no, it's Titan, because it's less than 7. Fuck off. I don't know how they do this. I really do not. They didn't draw any extra cards this game. Like, none. How dead am I? They don't have enough mana for double strike? Good God. Ah. I can't with this deck sometimes. I cannot. They didn't even pack. They didn't even like. They just natty drew the Titan. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's fine. Anytime we've won with Grinding Breach, there's a number of the games that are skillful, and there's a number of the games where we just top deck something good. Like, it's always the case. It's never not true that there's some amount of luck involved in your wins. Yeah, that's a tilt. How dare you? How dare you? All right, cool. I do think Erayo would have been a really good main deck card for that matchup. Not that you should play it in the main deck in general, but Titan is a deck against which main deck Erayo is a plus. I mean, I know they're playing like 3 caverns now, but still, it makes it awkward for them. Game 2, they were in a really awkward space because of it. Hey, Unbreakable Wit. This sideboard has basically no real cards for Titan, so you could always tune that up, play some Aether Gusts or something. I don't know if you actually have room for that. I don't know if they're worth playing in the larger metagame, but just worth noting. Hey, Redface. Good games. All right, hand is good. Let's go. I can see Daniel from Brazil. Erayo Steel. You should be playing a Repeal. But otherwise, it looks fun. You don't need Path to Exile. Just play Repeal, and you'll probably be fine. It looks fun. Thinking cut 1 steel. Yeah. You probably want to play 4 Urza Sagas too, but I understand that you were doing it for 5 tickets. Still, like, okay, so this is going to be some kind of affinity variant. That's a really good draw. I think, yeah, this is from Jiggy Wiggy Redface Menace, and he is a master. You go Watery Grave. I'm just going to go ahead and Needle Cranial Plating right now. We can always repeal our own Pithing Needle if we have to later. I've heard Penny Dreadful is quite a good format. Okay, this is not a great start for Affinity. Huh. The hell is that? What? What is this? What is this for? Like, do I need to repeal this? Or is it a one-of map? Yeah. Because if I don't need to repeal this, I'd rather just Otherworldly Gaze. Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm concerned. What can they grab? I don't know. That's why I'm concerned. It just looks like Affinity. Yeah, I understand, like, you can do that with that card, but this just seems so... I don't know. Okay, you're going in the bin. Just all in the bin? I mean, Spellbomb's gonna mess up their constructs. Maybe I just grab a second Saga or both of these in a row. Second Saga into Marsh Flats seems okay. Or grab the Marsh Flats and then we just lose the Saga and be okay with that. Because Spellbomb means we're just gonna out construct them unless they needle my Spellbomb, which is fine too. Okay, we'll just go flats in the graveyard, Saga on top. I shrunk my construct. Mine was smaller than theirs anyway, though, right? Yeah. There is no cookbook in this deck, Jiggy, but my mind is saying right now that there probably should be. So I think instead of doing Saga this turn, I'm going to pop this construct. This should disincentivize them from getting Pithing Needle for my Aether Spellbomb, and then we'll repeal this construct. So I maybe should have done now, but we'll see what they grab. They're going to needle. They're going to needle Saga? They're going to needle, like, Grinding Station, I wonder. Emry. Fair enough. Yeah, just looking at the Mentor in my hand and the Unearth, I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be nice if we had... They're trying to cast Thought Monitor, they can't do it. That was a danger, though. I should have counted a little tighter. I'm going to repeal this right now. Keep their artifact count just a little bit lower so that they can't easily cast... Well, they can still cast Frogmites for free, but just keep them a little further away from Sojourner's Companions and such. Okay. Oh, you'll play another one of Spike's decks, Shauna. They're too varied and awesome for you to never ever play another one again. I just don't think that that's realistic. And for reference, I think like I think he's a fantastic brewer. I really do. Like he's opinionated about certain things in a way that I don't. Oh, I should have left the Saga up. In a way that I think is frequently unhelpful. But he also is incredibly successful and popular, so that makes it difficult, like for him to keep up with chat, etc. Sometimes we just put out a Mentor here, right? 10 out of 10. Yeah. Like unearthing Jace is appealing here because then Jace will flip and get me the repeal, and the repeal will get this needle off the table for a second. But I just don't need to do that now. I can do that after I have the Mentor down. And theoretically, them spending time to deal with Mentor would... It's not just his impact on the meta. Like, I think in the abstract, he's just like a really, really good deck builder. Like, even if people weren't following him so closely, his work would still be amazing. Like, in and of itself. Yeah, there you are. I don't actually agree with that, Shauna, but I understand the opinion. He does draw really well sometimes, but he also just plays a lot. The more you play, the luckier you get. He also, like, he plays a lot off stream too, and he's just very, very tight. Like, he's just a tight player. God damn it, they're gonna have the, yeah. I was really, really hoping that they would need to invest more than that. Yep. Well, we're not out of this or anything, but it's not as nice. So can I unearth Jace this turn and then grab the mentor next turn? I can, right? Like I'm well set up enough here. This just puts me in a better spot overall now. Which is weird, but it's true. What am I afraid of out of them? I have the needle on. I guess they'll kill the Jace like right after that. It's probably not really worth doing. Yeah. I've got Gaze for selection as well as 2 Baubles. So we're going to get a lot of stuff going over the next little while very quickly. This is going to be a very, very crazy board state in a half second. It's not worth attacking. They've got this Saga hanging out. Like, this is going to be a Saga relatively quickly. Double Thought cast, Double Thought Monitor. Loves to see that. Frogmite's not a problem. Thopter's not a problem.
Just give him one of these.
Not a problem.
Ooh, hey, ooh.
Thanks for the follow there, Strulix. Strulix. Yeah, it's going to be a good one, Jig. Screenshot it? Sure. Yeah. So this is the real clock right now. That's what we're competing with. Modern 2K21. Are we EA Sports now? Okay. Useless, useless, useless. I could pop both of these. I think I'll just do one for the moment. Midnight is fine. And then I guess I'll upkeep Gaze. Why do you think next turn's gonna be so insane, Jiggy? I don't know if it's gonna be so insane. Like, my Emry's still needled, right? Put another Mentor in the graveyard, draw Unearth. Play Unearth, play Shadowspear. I think I do want the Jace now, though. So either way, we're binning both of these. Keeping that on top. Draw for turn. Oh, I'd needle that, Emry. You know it. Alright, that's a good draw. Go Unearth on Jace. With my new monk. I wonder if we're going to have a clean attack here. How powerful is Mentor? I think we're answering the question right now. How powerful is Mentor? I don't know. About this powerful? About this good? Well, this is one of those board states where it's like, and imagine if uh the Emry wasn't needled. So I can attack with these two, and I can attack with these two, and then we just have plenty of chump blockers, and like we can chump with Emry. I don't really care. Yeah. Whee! Good. All right. It's not a great trade for me. It's fine. I'll take it. You can't do it. What'd you walk into? It's just Mentor, baby. Here we go. Yeah, Mentor is definitely all about style. They had a land. Good. Yeah. So I just want to draw more spells if I can. Frogmine on top, no problem there. Oh, is that more spells? Can anyone tell me if that card is equal to more spells? I think it might be. So first things first, activate Hase. And we are make discard. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, she's busting out. Emry's out of prison, boys. Oh no. I'm going to forget something this turn. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to miss some amount of value. So first things first, unearth the second mentor, I guess. Yeah. Oop, nope. Oh, but then I won't be able to play Lurrus. If I play Lurrus first, there's another Mox, right? Right? Is there not? Fuck. Well, I said I was going to screw something up. I didn't expect it to happen so fast. Well, Lurrus is only one more spell. I mean, another thing, the mentor doesn't actually help me this turn, so that was a mistake anyway. No, if I play Lurrus first, I can unearth. Yeah, that's fine. Because it makes the Mox activate 4 black. Yeah, there we go. Figured it out. I figured it out. I knew it in my head and then I forgot. But then I remembered how to do the thing. And then Emry. Oh, sorry. Play a Bauble. Opponent still loyally clicking through all of these. It's horrifying. Oh, but it's not over yet. And then Emry. Right. I did not miss anything. I thought I would for sure, but I did not. How big are they? They're pretty fucking big. All right. Attack. This is 25, 31. Attack you for 38. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So opponent's going to 2. And they have a Frogmite on top. They may have a Shadowspear though. So I actually think I could die here, which would be really sad. Because they get this construct, so it's going to depend on how much I can chump that for. I think I can chump it for enough. Anything but infinity for artifacts. Yeah. So it's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11. And I'm at virtual 4. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 toughness, but I also have the 3 lifelink from Lurrus. So I believe I survive this and kill him on the crackback. If they get Shadowspear. Yeah, they do. So I think we're good. Hmm, 12? I think I'm still good. I don't think that concession was entirely correct. Oop. How's it going, Dave? Begin sideboarding. These. No, no. Don't need that card. I don't really want to sideboard that much here. Has Otherworldly Gaze been good? I'm not sure. It's like, okay. I'll be right back. I know I'm lower on clock than my opponent, but I'm assuming it'll take them to the second to sideboard. All right. Yeah. Keep. Otherworldly Gaze is definitely not bad. The Groove, huh? Well, I think the stumbling block for you, Noob Zocker, and for most people who are thinking about Underworldly Gaze is you're not thinking of the broken. You're not thinking of broken enough stuff you can do with it. I mean, it is a card that sets up a turn to persist into an Archon or something like that, which is very, very powerful. That's fine. Do it, coward. You won't. Got him. Not much. It's not much of a got him, but you know. Am I gonna ending that relic? You bet your bippy I am. At least I think I am. Yeah, gotta nuke something. Nuke the whales? You don't really believe that, do you? Gotta nuke something. Fueling Terramander? Yeah, for sure. We're not doing that here. I mean, I'd say some of the stuff we've done with it is pretty busted, but you're right. It's a little bit more fair. Ha! Opponent subscribes to my newsletter, apparently. Jiggy decks are almost always 61 card decks, Barbecue Haas. If you have a problem with that, you can take it up with management. That's me. I'm management. You're appreciating it. Okay, got it. New version of Urza Urian is good. That's good to hear, Da Vinci. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the ways that you approach your builds, but I very much respect the resilience of it. It's just not. It's a style thing. It's not my kind of Urza deck. I find Whir to be very underwhelming. This card might be good here. Not gonna lie. We are gonna have to watch out for the needle. So I don't think I'm playing it this turn. I'm gonna risk getting beat up a little bit, and I think that's okay. Sorry, I do not want to play that. I do want to play Mentor. What? No! What? Okay. Okay. I mean, oh, I could have gotten an extra. I could have gotten a monk. I'm bad at sequencing this when it's on affinity control. Yeah, like, but I mean, I like Thopter Sword combo. I just think Contra Ego's got the right read on how to build it. Podcast, okay. But they're gonna shuffle that away. That's nice. Actually, I should clear these. They should have another piece of graveyard hate if I had to. Really? Springleaf Drum Pug? Seems okay. Another one? Oh my god. This EE is going to be a total massacre. Yup. Don't you dare. Gingerbread's fine. No, it's going to be a total massacre, Jen and I. Nothing partial about it. So we EE0 first, and then 1. Am I misreading something about this? They have Gut Shot in hand? Nope. Just don't care. Okay. Excellent draw. uh... When you're good, you're good. Wasted. I'll pass on my BS. Yeah, I'm not dealing with any of this crap. Sorry, someone was asking me for something. Ooh, sounds like fun barbecue house. Huh. I've never seen this avatar before. Yeah, keep. Oh, you are Perfy. Hi, Perfy. How is Perfy? Swell? Oh. I don't know if I'm swell, but I'm pretty okay. So, this is probably Murktide. I think we're going to go Bennett, draw? Yeah. Let them take this guy. Yeah, I'm looking all right. Shoulder development has been really, really something I've been happy about. I actually hate Arm Day, but only because, like, it doesn't get me properly tired. If that makes any sense. Like, I don't feel like full body exhausted. There's 5 or more cards. So if I want to flip Jace, I'm not doing a lot else. A bike for leg day. I mean, I used to bike like 25 miles every 2 weeks. Yeah, high intensity training is definitely that high intensity interval training, I guess. If I want to flip this now, I can, but it doesn't get me anywhere. I think we're just gonna play Lurrus. Yeah, that's the problem, Vija, is like it's like if I go for a run and I'm not like hot enough, um I don't sweat or get like exhausted tired. You just get like normal tired, which it's just not the same feeling, if that makes any sense. They're expressing themselves. Okay. Yeah, I used to do that too, Carrie and Lich. Six a day going to work at Starbucks downtown Toronto, and six there. It wasn't a day. It was like 3 or 4 days a week. Of course, he's got the bolt. How could he not? Add the Bauble. Okay, we're probably getting spanked out of this game, but if we don't, I think I'll ditch the Gaze. It's still cardboard in my graveyard. That's a draw. I don't need to do that. Drawing Spire Bluff? Okay. They're drawing a tap land. Well, the biggest problem in this matchup is just that their deck is perfect at just taking us apart in every stage of the game. I don't know if we can have a competitive matchup against Murktide or GDS. Jiggy might have a different read on it. I'm just not sure. Unless we get some crazy lucky early thing where we get to whip out a Mentor and just bury them. Like, Bauble went to exile here, but they definitely have a Bolt or a Heater. No, they do not. They just do not care about my Lurrus. Wild. Huh. Well, this might work out okay. Mentor, Bauble, Repeal, Bauble. Seems good. Yeah, I mean... And if anyone thinks I'm not going to attack with my Lurrus this turn, you don't know Mana Symbol. Another 0? No. Okay. But Spellbomb is a sick draw. Yeah, I mean, go get him. Meow. Mm-hmm. Are they dead next turn? They don't deal with my board, probably. This is a Murktide? That's fine. Yeah. Ah, dose. This is not going to go as well for him as he thinks it is. Okay. Still dead? I don't know if they're dead, but it's definitely not going to go well for them. Let's draw that. Do I want a Gaze here? Yes, I do. Yeah. Unearth, huh? Yeah, I like that one. Yard that. Okay. Top. Draw step. Unearth Lurrus. Oh, you like Bauble more? Oh, you want to cast the Bauble off the top of my deck? Okay, you can have that too. ¿Por qué no los dos, señor? I don't even need the Spellbomb. He's already dead. Yep. I'm just saying, like, I love this, like, I think we should have the Bauble. It's like, we have the Bauble. We have the whole graveyard. Got the whole graveyard in my hands. Yeah, Spike managed to beat this deck, but LSV, not so lucky. Bauble is very strong. He's the top tier magic card. Okay, it's actually not an easy sideboard. If Dr. Combo is here, I would love feedback. I think I'm supposed to cut Jace here. I mean, to be fair, I've beat Javier Dominguez in a challenge as well, so like sometimes bad players beat good players. If we cut Jace, how bad is Mox Amber? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. It's still very like it's still a very high variance card. It's not Javier's fault. He was playing a scam deck. It was Doom's 4-color 80-card Rhinos. I only say that because Doom calls stuff scam decks all the time, and I think it's funny. Yeah, I mean, Hey, Blitz. my most watched streamer, by the way, is a streamer I usually put on while I'm falling asleep. So it's like, and it is not even a Magic streamer, so that's like just kind of generally funny. How is it? Well, I'm up a game against LSP and 1-1 in the league, so pretty good. You know, I'm feeling myself. SD Jimmy and El Neoxa, thank you. Who's Crip? Is Crip also a non-Magic streamer? Because if so, I share your experience. Hearthstone. Oh yeah. Okay. So I can play Emry for 1 this turn, but I can't draw a card off my Spellbomb crack if I do. And I think I'd just rather do that. Yep. I did at the end of the stream, Shauna. If you go just watch back, like, I think cutting down to 3 time warps is probably totally fine. And there was a couple other changes I made. The YouTube video, I think, is going up tonight, which obviously is a sort of bit of an easier way to see the changes and stuff. Because we can go this. They're not going to spell pierce it, right? Yeah, okay. This. Yeah. Bauble on top. I don't think it's out yet, Shauna. I think it comes out midnight tonight. Considered Walk the Aeons. I did. I don't want that. That would be the fifth time work probably. But you could play it. You could absolutely play it. I'm not saying you can't play it. I wouldn't play it. I've played it before, and for me, it only really works in Lutri decks where you can't play more of the good cards. So graveyard. Well, okay. Top. Okay. Is this the play? Activate relic. Okay, crack relic. I love that play. All right. Oh, they do have a spell pierce. Yeah. I feel like there's some synergy with Ren 6 of Triomes. Well, so I don't like playing more Triomes because I find them really, really tedious to like gain value with Ren and 6. But I've seen Reclamation decks that play like 3 or 4 Ketria Triomes as well as Reclamation and some number of Ren and 6. And I can't get behind that. They're going to play Murktide and I'm going to crush him again. You know, the thing that's great about Murktide in the modern format is that it pushes people's removal into specific places where they otherwise wouldn't be incentivized to do. And I just think that's really healthy for the format. You know, and it can hit you and you don't immediately lose the game, which I like a lot. You know, sometimes multiple times. Okay. I don't know why you'd want to remind me that this is in play at this exact moment. No, but I do know that there's like a large number of times, Noob Soccer, where currently I've been building a deck and gone, hey, I don't have a single answer for Murktide in my 75. That is a problem. So, I mean, while I was being tongue in cheek about LSV's comments about Ragavan, I would like to say that like I actually had a point. Damn. No, it wasn't. The last time Urza's Saga, or not Urza's Saga, the last time the spell bombs were seen was when Urza was a more playable deck. Since Urza basically died, nobody plays the spell bombs as a group as much anymore. Good draw. Good draw. So they have Exacxies if they flip, which there's almost no way they won't. It's unfortunate. If they somehow can't flip their DRCs, it's possible we could steal this game. I don't know Swinda. It's definitely what's the name of the band? Yes. It's definitely Yes playing America, which I thought was from West Side Story. Or something like that. Wanna be in America, America. You think it's by Simon and Garfunkel? Really? Oh, they just said the bolt the whole time. Wait. No, I'm not dead, though. No, I'm dead. I'm very, very dead. I'm pretty sure America's from a musical. Yes. Oh, it is Simon Garfunkel. Wait, no, it's not. Oh, maybe it is? Hold on. Yeah, it's by Paul Simon. Yep. Okay. Did anything happen there that I wasn't? No, we're good. Yikes. Double yikes. Well, hand sucks keep. Yeah, well. Didn't feel like Murktide was that good of a matchup, but certainly not very good with this hand. Of course. Of course, DRC Bauble. Every time. Oh well. It wouldn't be Jen and I. I think people in chat could guess what card I would unban for Modern in a heartbeat, whether or not it was healthy. Actually, surprisingly, it's not Uro. I like Uro, but not as much as the other cards. See, I was considering not casting the repeal because of this stupid fucker, but no, it's not Opal. No shot. Fuck. If he casts it, yeah, I'm out. I don't care. I'm not playing against that. Well, we took down LSV in game 1. No, someone has named the card. Someone did name the card. Someone did name the card. Hey, Mord. It's not Oko. Mord, what card would I unban for Modern? You know the answer. Michaels and Gladys, I wouldn't mind unbanned. No, I don't care about Pod at all. You jerk. Let me ship this. All right. Yeah, Blitz crushed it. Why did I scoop to LSV? Because I didn't want to play that game after that point. They're fucking Ragavan on turn 2 took my Emry with a Bauble in play. I'm not playing that game. I just don't care. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know he was streaming, Vape. He didn't say hi to me in the chat. I'm just not playing that game. That just wasn't a game of Magic, in my opinion. Like, after the Ragavan stole my Emry and he was able to cast it on turn 2. I'm just not playing that game. The rest of the match was fantastic. So I'm glad he called my deck sweet. I like to think that we play a lot of sweet decks here. But I'm just not gonna play against that. Especially when I have to put up with more of it over the course of the league. I'm not sold on Gaze either. I'm neither one way or the other about it. I don't think it's great. But I don't think it's awful. Upkeep, bounce there. No, because if they have the mana. Okay, we do it this way. It's okay. We mulled to 6 and this is not a good 6. I have to hit a land. Otherwise we're in huge trouble. Ragavan did the thing it was born to do, endgame's turn 2. I don't think that's what it was born to do, but it's certainly something that it does do. It's like, could I soldier through that game? Sure. Do I want to? I really don't. I do not. I'm just not doing it. So not gonna really talk about it anymore. The thing is, Carrion, I don't know if it's gonna get banned, which I find a little bit tedious, but Serum Visions is 2021. More likely than you think. And good. I don't know about that one, Carrion, but it's already old, Terry. It's very much already old. It's been old for months. I don't know how much you were playing when it's not Blitz. DRC is much more of like an actual Magic card. It actually fits in the reasonable box of like the ceiling, the floor to ceiling. It's like what do I want to say? It's like Blood Moon, right? Like Blood Moon, like, can do nothing, or it can do like a total. Well, no, that's maybe not fair. They don't have any blue mana. Their hand must be awful. That's what they're telling me. They already Stone Rain me, so I don't know if it's worth destroying this Blood Moon right now. Because it's locking out their blue. I just want to cycle Unearth to try to draw another artifact. Honestly. Or like another creature to make sure I don't get locked colorized. Fuck. I think I'm not attacking because they could have a Ragavan. And if they have removal, I want to use the construct to bounce my Mox Amber to at least draw one card before everything falls apart. I don't mind Solitude at all, Mr. Sari, because when you do that, at least they're 2-for-1ing themselves. The problem I have with Ragavan is that it's a 1-drop. Like, it's just such an egregious like rate. Like, that time in the game for something to be that high power level is just, it's just not okay by me. I'm just not okay with it, you know? And I don't think, like, is it fine in the format? Yeah, but it's really obnoxious. It's just too early. Like, it's not even about it killing you, but it does make you lose, right? It just buries you. So whether or not you actually factually lose the game or not, you just get buried, and I don't appreciate it. And the ludicrous ceiling on it is just not okay. Yeah, well, and it's any color too, Mr. Siri. Like, if you've ever seen someone on the play with a Ragavan grab someone's Vindicate and Stone Rain them down to 0 lands, I've seen that happen, and it's like, how is this okay? Like, this isn't a game of Magic. This is not a game of Magic. All right, so more Murktide, huh? We stole game 1 again. It's kind of nice. I don't like that. But this one's Murktide with at least 1 main deck Blood Moon. Yeah, that's the other problem. All the best answers for Ragavan are red too, right? And this is par for the course, Shauna. This is just the world we live in. All right. I wouldn't say it's like artifact nonsense, but crap. Double crap. Well, thanks, Silhouette. Jiggy does good work. What's on top? Can you have Mox Amber? You cannot. Oh, I could have let them have it, and then I could have repealed it. Oh well. They would have gotten a mana off it though, which is not a good idea. No, these decks in particular have so many good Ragavan targets. It's really not fun. No, red's never been the worst color in Modern, but white certainly has. Not for a small amount of time either. Someone was asking, was it Spike? I forget who. Someone was asking a streamer like what alchemy changes they would make to balance this card. And I really think the easiest thing in the world was just remove the dash. Just take the dash off. Stop it from being such a good draw in the late game. That would just, it would go so far. It's really crazy to think about how big of a deal that would be if you just couldn't top deck it late game and be like, I don't know, attack. Oh, I stole one of your win conditions. Is it that funny? But the green was pretty low for a while. Green's never been that bad though. Yay, treading water. Yeah. Yeah, DRC has the same problem, right, Gato? Oh, I should have gazed to stack it. Okay, well. I mean, play whichever one makes you happier, Silhouette. 4-color pile is definitely more consistent and powerful. That's interesting, Turton. Okay. Graveyard. Suck. Top. No, you can't do that, Vija. That will never be done, realistically speaking. Lotus Field's just a bad deck. I don't agree with that. I don't think it's a bad deck, but I do think it's like high variance for not the biggest amount of payoff. It's very powerful. I haven't played the Lotus Field deck many times, but I think I mulled to like 4 one time and just annihilated someone. Because it's just like, if you just have like Blood Sun, Lotus Field, Teferi 5, sometimes you just bury people. Yeah, it's a lot like Tron or like, I don't know, Wilderness Reclamation. What do you mean you almost never hit a castable card off Ragavan? I thought one of the plot problems in Legacy was that people kept hitting the opponents like Ponders and Brainstorms. What is in their hand? What the? Alright, whatever. I do not know what they're doing over there. Oh, okay, that makes sense, Tartan Scarf. I mean, I think Jeskai Lotus Field is a good enough deck to play in larger events, but it's definitely like you're going high risk, high reward on it instead of like playing something like blue, white, or 4-color Ephemerate that are like both powerful and consistent. Like, yeah, their ceiling's not as high. So if you feel like you need something that helps compensate for like some skill discrepancy that you might perceive. Okay. Top. Okay. Here's hoping they don't have a counter to protect the Murktide. Is there any chance of that being true? If so, let's lead on Jace. There's like no way in the world they counter this, right? Maybe. Maybe they misread it. Nope. Man, I hope I don't get spell pierced. Don't do it. God damn it. Other problem is a lot of Murktide players are just good. I feel like I never run into sloppy Murktide players. They topped? Great. What? I don't think I've played a deck that has as many good game ones as this deck has had, and awful everything else. God damn. It's not even all like they're playing in a way that allows them to do well here. It's just it just isn't lining up very well. Maybe we'll get this one in game 3. Oh, that's tough, Turtle. Last time I saw you, weren't you playing something really cool? I don't remember what it was, but I remember it being kind of cool. You didn't draw another counter, right, opponent? There's no way. Looks like not. Sultai Gyruda Reanimator with the 3 straight O2s. I mean, I don't. Yeah, well, we stacked it, Silhouette. I don't know, Swan Daddy. I don't know this deck as well as the creator Jiggy Wiggy does. We have had a lot of really good game 1s, as I was just saying, and really mediocre to bad game 2s and 3s. Maybe it's just variance. I don't know. But it's playing fine. I do not think that this deck makes Mentor, quote, good in Modern, but it's certainly playable. It's certainly playable. Yeah, you can Gyruda and Archon. It's very sweet. I mean, that LSV being the opponent didn't matter at all, Vapeborn. Like, he played fine, but I didn't feel like I was like horribly outmatched by his amazing skill and insight. He's fine. So obviously he's a very good player. I'm not trying to I don't mean to make light of it, but it's just like the way we lost the match was like mulling to 6 in game 3 and them going turn 1 Ragavan, hit your Emry, cast it. Like that's what happened. Like, and I have seen a lot of players who wouldn't realize they could play the Emry in that spot because of the way Affinity and the Treasure works, but obviously he won't miss that, and he didn't. And he crushed us. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna pop it now, and then play the Murktide as a 3/3. Okay. He did think it was the Urzas, but realized you what? Huh? I don't understand that sentence. He did think it was the Urzas, but realized you drew it after the what? Thought Urza was on top. Because he baubled me? Right. And I intentionally drew, not that. So we have to rummage this. Yeah, I intentionally drew the Urzas, but I didn't know what the next card was because I had gazed in such a. Okay, so we're just dead to the 3/3 flyer. Going to game 3. Going to game 3. I didn't know what the next card was, and I didn't know he was going to dash a monkey because I. Oh no, it was turn 2. All I had done was just kill a DRC. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, like, it didn't matter who I was against. The fact that they dashed Dragavan and had the Bauble in play still, or they had the second Bauble. I don't remember the exact situation, but like, anyway. I don't know if I should be playing more Nihil Spellbombs here. I guess I should, because we keep having Murktide being a problem. I just like... I don't know how much it actually ends up helping. It's tough. Part of the problem is, like, they keep hitting my graveyard too and having things that lock me out, like Relic. This deck feels like it's playing too much out of the graveyard, but I can't not. Right? We're just like locked into a certain amount of graveyardy stuff, and I can't get off of it. There's nothing I can do. Sort of the antithesis of how I try to build a lot of my artifact decks is like, well, I'm already on artifacts, which is something that's vulnerable, and so I don't want to play too much out of the graveyard. But forcing your opponent to like consider graveyard hate is always nice. We're gonna get eaten by this thing again, aren't we? I mean, there's nothing for it. Realistically, I can't play this hand out any differently. So, hit the land, monkey. Hit the land. I can't anymore with this stupid card. I can't. Oh, good. Oh, good. They also get double surveil. Good. Good, good, good. So there's no reason to believe that they don't have. Oh, I have a Nihil Spellbomb. So in theory, if I make my construct a 3/3, they won't be able to heat through it, but they would be able to bolt through it. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna take the high upside if they don't have heat or bolt right now, which they play 7. Then this is a pretty good choice. And even if they have 1, they need 2 to get their Ragavan through this turn. Yeah, of course they do. I don't think I've ever been this annoyed with Modern. If they had the second piece of removal, I'm this close to just scooping out. Oh, good. It's worse. All right. Cool. Fuck, man. 2 Murktides in a row, both 1/2s. They had insane hands in game 2/3s. Actually, game 2 there was pretty close. That's me being shitty and not properly talking about it. I mean, like, we lost a Titan that was pretty tight overall. Losing to, but like both these matches just felt god awful. I just can't play against the monkey anymore without just being pre-tilted, I think. But especially with decks like these. It's tough. It's tough. Tough format. We played a bit against this person recently. I mean, it's fine, Jiggy. We're just getting massacred by Graveyard Hate and Ragavans. It's kind of like playing Breach, but much, much worse. With like with Breach, we were getting hit by the same stuff, but it felt like we could compete and we had an appropriate payoff for it. This deck, it's like there's a pretty high, but it's just not worth it's not worth it, right? Like there's just no, yeah. I know we're here to test it and see how high we can take it, and like this record is nothing to be upset about. Looks better than Lotus Control. What is your beef with Lotus Control, dude? Oh, good, we're against Grixis Shadow. I'm glad that in the end we're just gonna get beat by the best deck. Shauna, what is your beef with Lotus Field? It's totally fine. I don't understand this vendetta you seem to have. Where's the beef, Spider? Those controls. It's not a terrible. What is with all these people? That's not true, Mord. I've played the deck. I don't like it, but like, it's fine and it makes sense. Like, yeah, it's fine. You can have a card you hate. I'm just like, it's just weird that he keeps bringing it up like nonstop. Like nobody was mentioning anything about it. It's like, well, unless it looks better than Lotus Control. It's like, what? Nobody cares. It's not badly constructed. I haven't seen that many people going nuts over it. Maybe this is something local to you, where like people are just like really high on it and they won't shut up about it. So like it's funny for you to ride them for that. But you know, oh good, good. Even here, there's no escape from the monkey. Oh, sorry, folks. It's fishing for reacts. I'm used to Shauna shit posting, not that. That was mine, Mordia. You're in the same chat though, on the same client, so if you heard it at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised. Have I seen Spider-Man? The new one? No. I might see it when I'm in the States with my dad, I guess. Fuck. Huh? You've got to be kidding me. I have to take extra damage because the monkey stole my fucking swamp. Great. Non-Yawgmoth creature combo decks. That's very specific. I don't think that MH2 is the last nail in non-Yawgmoth combo creature combo decks. Oh, this thing is 3 for 3 in the last couple games, taking baubles off me. I don't believe it. Ah, my God. I can't even. I can't even anymore. I can't untilt right now. I can't make decisions. All right, hold on. He didn't steal the swamp. The swamp is not stolen. Swamp's just in exile. I can't use it, but it's not stolen. Heyo. Although I think Shadowless, I turn on my shower would be a better phrase. Because it sounds like you've got some kind of automatic shower. It was an expressive iteration. Huh. I don't know why I expected expressive iteration there. I have a choice this time. I am going to let the monkey hit me. May God have mercy on my soul. Visha, you can talk to Jiggy about that, but I'm pretty sure that you should be playing both. Yeah, the monkey stole a freaking prismatic ending at the end there. It has been against me every time. Well, like these decks are just so bad against monkey. It's crazy. It's really depressing how bad these are against the monkey. Like just all there's just everything. It can just take everything, and it's all very good. Okay. This is the last. This is the last one. This is the last one. Thanks, Jiggy. I will definitely do that. Yeah. Yeah, Ragavan should buy me a drink next time. It's fine, Siri. If Ragavan hits a Lurrus and they can cast it, it's just it's very easy. We just scoop. Like I both have to keep this and can't keep this, right? as usual. I don't remember getting bobbled into Thoughtseize being the word like such a bad feeling before, but Shadow's never been as good as this deck, I don't think, or at least the last time it was, I wasn't playing Magic Online yet. So they have removal. This is what this means. Um, so I'm gonna put Nihil Spellbomb. I'm not bending any of this. We're gonna keep this all on top. And we go okay. Erayo under. No, hold on. Bauble under Erayo under Nihil Spellbomb. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully I did this right. I wasn't actually thinking of what if they Ragavan me this turn. But if they take Erayo, they can't play it. That's probably fine. Online or in paper, Jones Sandlop? I think it's gonna keep going up unless it's in Double Masters 2022. Croxa, huh? Okay, I'll take a bolt here. Ooh, okay. Six cards in hand? Like, there's just no way they don't have a 1 mana piece of removal, right? Maybe we can game them here. I'm gonna try because I think this is a bad enough matchup. I'm just gonna try to get away with something. You could Relay? I don't know what that means. Oh, I can't game them. I don't have the colors. Never mind. You could Relay. I can't. I don't have the colors. Yeah. I didn't have the colors to try to make a play anyway. Yeah. Because I fetch so conservatively. It's fine. We've got a Saga. In theory, yeah, Fallen Shinobi. Spreading Seas? Oh no. What? I don't believe it. And I played this out last turn. Okay. I do have 4 spells, so I can flip the Erayo. I can't flip the Erayo. I need 1 more blue. Fuck. Oh my god. I have Emry on top. God, everything's awful. Fucking Spreading Seas out of... I can't anymore. Alright. Sorry, Jiggy. I can't do it. Fucking Spreading Seas out of GDS, and they just didn't play anything all game, and our draw didn't come together. Yeah, this was an emotionally draining experience for me all the way through. I don't... This card just costs too much mana. Everything you have to do to make it work is like, oh, it's so tough. I think Underworld Gaze should get the hell out of here. Not because it's bad. Mending's too much mana for Delta Victor. I don't... I don't know what you replace it with, but like, yeah, tight play to get medium results. Well, and then, even if you play it as tight as possible, you could just die. Like, in a lot of those matchups, like, even if I played as well as I possibly could, you constantly have to make weird hedgy plays of like when we were playing against Titan and you were like, oh, you should just slam Mentor this turn. I was like, I'm pretty sure I could die if I don't. Erayo's definitely a trap. I mean, the thing is, Erayo gives you a second payoff for playing a lot of spells in a small period of time. So my feeling is, for a deck like this, I just want to do it basically like this, and then like you can fiddle with the numbers how you like, because these cards are both the power. It was awful that last game. Well, I also drew too many lands. I wasn't setting myself up well. My opponent was like playing like a weird cagey control game out of Death Shadow, but they never discarded me. If I had gotten discarded, I guess it would have been even worse. So I just think Erayo and Mentor are both traps. So if you're going to play a deck that's sort of going to make one of them good, you might as well just play both, right? Is Lurrus good? I assume it is. Lurrus and Emry, they also like fit well into what this deck is doing. Erayo's the bigger trap. I think Mentor is just as big of a trap. I really do. Getting 1 or 2 tokens out of it to just have it die is not good enough. And like Unearth is like, you should play 4 Unearth in this deck for sure. This is where I would go for the next version personally. You think Saga's a trap with 3 colors? That's just not true. You're just wrong. This deck is also barely 3 colors. Your only mill is Emry. I don't care. No, Unearth's not bad. Unearth rebuys stuff that's dying. Stuff dies all the time. Emry puts stuff in the graveyard all the time. Unearth's not as like, I don't know, it's not as synergistic, but I think it's fine. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe now when you play this version, we just get beat up. But Blood Fountain? All the creatures are must kills, but they die often. Yeah, exactly. Well, but see, and then on the flip side though, like
Compadres,
this
it is imperative that we
metagame
crush
is
the
all
freedom fighters
about
before the start of the rainy season.
killing
And remember,
like the
a
first 2
shiny
to 3
new donkey
creatures,
for whoever
and
brings me the
often
head of
expecting
Colonel
your first
Montoya.
2 pieces of removal to either get discarded or countered. So like decks that are planning on interacting are usually planning on interacting a lot, or they have a really big combo payoff. So they have like 1 or 2 pieces of interaction, and then they're going to overwhelm you with whatever they're doing. I don't know, Shauna. That's definitely a plan. Yeah, I mean, Esper Sentinel and Portable Hole are just like some of the best things we could be doing in these colors. Obviously, Prismatic Ending can go up to 3. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this deck, Jiggy, and I don't know if I was able to provide you with any good input other than I think this is the best way to take this. And even though you're saying to me, oh, but it makes Unearth bad, I'm just not convinced, because yes, an Otherworldly Gaze offered us the ability to put stuff in our graveyard, and yes, it was very good, and cleaning up our draws was kind of nice. It just felt like everything we were doing felt like mostly very low power level. Like I was just very slowly like building up to a turn that would be kind of okay. So when we played against Affinity, it was sick because we were like better than them at what they were trying to do in all of those games. You know, we came out on top because we just ended up being better set up for that matchup. But against decks that are not playing synergistic stuff, we just got flattened. You know, Titan comboed us out in 2 out of the 3 games. And then Murktide and Grixis were just awful. Just awful matchups. Just cheap creatures and cheap interaction. We just got overloaded. Like we just got taken apart every single game. Maybe it needs Thoughtseize, Metallic Rebuke, just some way to... But the thing is, Thoughtseize makes me think like you actually have a way to... So, for comparison, let's compare this to the deck I'm about to play. This deck has an out. You know what happens when we draw our thing? They sacrifice 6 permanents and take 15 damage. That's what happens when we draw our thing. Besides all of the synergistic stuff that's floating around in it. What happens when we draw the Esper Mentor stuff is maybe we create 3 or 4 tokens this turn, and maybe we can win next turn. Maybe. So, you have to make your fair plan better. I wouldn't play that card, Tavi. If you want to dig faster, play Faithful Mending. If you need to play a more combo-centric version and you need to dig for stuff better, Faithful Mending is probably good. And it will help you, theoretically, in burn/aggro matchups. So I just... this deck's control mid-range plan just needs to be better when your synergies start get taken apart. It's not that bad to cast Narset in Creativity, Shauna. You have 4 fetchable blue sources that are mountains, and then 1 island. It's not hard to cast a Narset. You just might not want to fetch in such a way that you can cast the Narset because it might mess you up. It's not... You can definitely do it, Shauna. It's just like it might mess up your early game mana a little bit. And it's going to hurt. That's why I'm saying don't... But I'm saying don't play Narset. Do not play Narset. It's also... Anyway. So, Esper Mentor. I don't know. It's tough deck. Really brutal league. Excellent competition. I mean, you know, the Murktide player and the Murktide players and the Grixis player they didn't do anything stupid. They just played tight. Well, I don't even know if the Grixis player played tight. They just had the right stuff to completely take us apart, and we're very, very, very vulnerable to Monkey with this deck. That's something that Esper Sentinel would be helpful for. Anyway, if you're in the future watching this on the YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any of my other videos that you're interested in, and I will see